Hey guys, this is El Kami. I'm back with yet another review. Thank you so much for those who have already subscribed to my channel. If you haven't done so already, make sure to hit the subscribe button. And while you're at it, hit the like button and not forgetting the notification bell. So this video today will be about a book that I've been very much like wanting or needed to read ever since I've been watching a lot of like YouTube videos pertaining to political sides or political conversation. So this book is called 12 Rules for Life: An Antidote to Chaos by Jordan B Peterson. And so, like usual, I'm gonna get to it. So, the author, as I said before, is Jordan B Peterson. And again, I am looking at my notes, so don't be like, "What is he looking at?" I have nothing here, so I don't have like a crab or anything. I just have my notebook. Um, so, the reason why I picked up this book, like I said just a few seconds ago, is that I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos of Jordan B Peterson. He's been politically active, or not intentionally, I would say, because some of his beliefs are just aligns a little bit to conservative beliefs or conservative ideology. So I guess he's been pulled into the political realm because of such because of his character. But I would say that he is not politically he's not in a political side. He's just speaking what he believes in, and that's that. Um, so I wanted to read more about him because I felt a lot of the things while I was watching in YouTube that were interesting, and I wanted to know a little bit more about where did these ideas come from, and who is Jordan B Peterson, and that's why I picked up the book when I saw it. Again, I got this book from the library, so if you guys are wanting to read this book and not and on a budget, make sure to go to your library. While I was funny enough, when I went online to view if this book was available, every copy that the county or that the library had were on hold, and I had to wait up to five people. Up to five person ahead of me was already registered to read it. So this book might be in high demand where you're at, but it's definitely worth the read. The style of the author is straightforward, and what do I mean by straightforward? He speaks clearly. There are some instances where some of his ideas get a little bit philosophical, but he tries his best to provide context and explain and describe his idea as much as he can. So that's one thing about the style. Something that I liked about the book was rule number 3. So again, 12 rules for life, meaning that each chapter is a rule on how to I guess how to live. I wouldn't say he's telling you. It's more of an advice. Another thing that I forgot to mention about the style of the author is that this is a lot of instances he's also bringing Christianity analogies to make his examples, and I thought that was pretty interesting, and using religion to reinforce some of his points. So I thought that was pretty cool. But if you're wary of like religious biases, he does not in any way say, well, you should convert and accept Jesus Christ as your only savior. No, he's just using some of the examples that are in the Bible to make some of his points. So again, rule number 3, as I look for it, is make friends with people who want the best for you. So this rule right here, I resonated the most with because, and I think a lot of people do, because when you are in the world, you want to feel like you're wanted. You want to feel accepted, and you usually look for these things with friends, with families, if you have pets, and things of that nature. But he went on saying in which is the part that I really um, concentrated, was that sometimes when you see a friend that is, it's not in their best point of life and you want to help them out, they seem not to take your help. And I feel that that is something that a lot of people feel, or experience before, that when a friend of yours is in a dark path or in a dark part, you want to help them out, but they are not putting it on themselves to take your hand to receive that help. And something that he alluded to, or that he made light of, is that you need to check on why are you wanting to help them. Is it for yourself? Are you trying to boost your ego so you can later say, oh, look what I did, I helped this person out, so they are indebted to me, and that way it made me feel much better? Or are you saying, I genuinely want to help this person out, and not anything to do with my ego or being narcissist, it's about the other person? And I feel that spoke to me, because sometimes I don't think of why I want to help the person, but even when I do think, I always like, some bit of me is thinking like, wow, I did that. So this is something that spoke to me, because I feel like sometimes when I look into making relationship, I might be doing it for personal reasons instead of being 100% selfless. So it's a little bit of a checkup on when I start making when I'm in a relationship with anybody, that to really understand why am I wanting to engage in this relationship. And I'm not talking about like love relationship. It can be any type of relationship, platonic relationship, things like that. Why am I engaging with that person, and what am I expecting from it? And of course, I am guilty of that, but a lot of people are guilty of that, and it's not consciously, or something that um, that's been taught, or something that you just pick up. And although that I don't have ill intentions in doing this, it's something to always keep in mind. My final thought about the book is that you should really, really read this book. My birthday's coming up, August 27th, and if you wanted to guess what I would want, you know, um, just make sure to comment down below or ask me. But again, I would recommend this book. It took me around 2 weeks too. This is, let's say, around 400 pages. It's worth the read. Really highly recommended. Again, this is El Gami. Thank you guys for sticking around, and this has concluded my summer reading session, which was 5 books. I have 2 more videos coming up with 2 more books reviews, for which close friends of mine have recommended me 2 books to read and review. So I will be doing those too. But again, this is El Gami.